there, farmers. It is July 11th, 2022, and we are back. It is a Monday, and we're going to be back at it starting this week, man. I feel kind of rejuvenated. You know, I've been having a lot of fun playing the new F122 game, and I feel ready to kind of dive back in here. So let's get started with some new mods for Farming Simulator 22, and make sure you grab a cold drink and maybe some popcorn or something, because this is going to be a big one. We have quite a few to look at. So the first thing we have to look at here is the event map by Razak. This is going to be 120.96 megabytes. Now, the funny thing is, I thought we already had a map like this, but we definitely don't. This map is a pure fun map and not intended to harvest normally, etc. But if you want to do this, you can create fields on it and play normally. So there's basically 6 courses. I believe there's a sprint race, there's sprint lawn mowing, obstacle course, trailer reverse course, proper plowing, rotary stool reverse challenge, but there's also a large horse racing track with an eventing track and 2 tractor football pitches. So this definitely sounds like the ultimate multiplayer kind of challenge fun map for you guys. So that's the event map by Razak. That's the very first mod that we have for today. And next up, we have the Deutz DL6 series by Blauya? I don't know. 13.39 megabytes to download and install. This is going to take up 8 slots. The base price is $17,000. Engine configurations, we have 52 horse, 55 horse, 62 horse, and 82 horse. We have all the regular tire configurations from Trelleborg all the way up to Vredestein. Selectable features, passenger seat, roll bar, cabin, front weight. Now, it says passenger seat, but it doesn't say the Kubota DLC required, and I'm going to almost guarantee that the Kubota DLC is required for you to use the passenger seat. That's the Deutz D06 series by Blauya. Next up, we have the Rostomash Across 595 by Pushcap, 26.12 megabytes to download and install. The actual harvester is going to take up 15 slots, and the header will take up 5. $214,000 is the price. Capacity is 9,000 liters. The header will cost $36,000. They have a working width of 7 meters. That's the Rostomash Across 595 by Pushcap. Next up, we have the Man TGS Special by HR Forst, and I can't pronounce the rest of it. I'm not German. I'm pretty sure that's German. 20.06 megabytes to download and install. These are all going to take up 19 slots. The pack includes the TGS Special 4x4 and the TGS Special 6x4. Store options, we have windshield decal, 4 tire manufacturers, front flashers, bull bar with different configurations, trailer hitch, engine design, color change for bull bar, chassis, seat, rims, license plate. Power for 500 horse, and prices range from $130,000. That's the Man TGS Special. Here we have the Mac 4x2 pack by Agrotron Modding. 17.32 megabytes is the size to download and install. So we have the Pinnacle is going to take up 17 slots. The Anthem is going to take up 14 slots. Included, Anthem and Pinnacle, price $75,000. Horsepower 425 to 505. Choice of colors. Cabin, rims, design, beacon configurations, design configurations, animations. Windows can be open, closed, sun visor can be open, closed, doors can be open, closed. That's the Mac 4x2 pack by Agrotron Modding. Next up is the Mahindra Retriever Plus by Rowley Christie 1 VSR Modding Sir. 9.74 megabytes to download and install. The actual Mahindra is going to take up 11 slots, and the 3 trailers will take up 7 slots each. Configurations. So we have interior color, main color, secondary color, rim color, vinyl configuration, load settings. Configuration of the trailer, main color, vinyl color, rim color. Capacity 460 and 1,380 liters. Price is $17,200. Trailer capacity 1,200 and 3,600 liters. Auto load trailer 6,000 liters. Liquid tanks 3,600 liters, and the prices for the trailer is $3,500. That's the Mahindra Retriever Plus by Rel Christie 1 VSR Modding Sir. Next up is the Herculano HP by FV Gatto, 1.72 megabytes to download and install. This is going to take up 4 slots. $19,000 is the price. Available options, we have toolbox, frames, choice of wheels, auto load round or square bales, Colors of rims configurable. Note the autoload version does not use tension belts and loads 28 bales. That is the Herculano HP by FS22. Moving right along, we have the Lizard Tri-Axle Log Trailer by Hellbuilt MFG Ham. 6.09 megabytes to download and install. This is going to take up 5 slots. $80,000 is the price. Store category will be forestry equipment, of course. The color options, tension belts, and connection hoses. Here we have the Bergman HT65 pack by Agrar Modding. 17.37 megabytes to download and install. So the trailer is going to take up 12 slots. The dolly will take up 7. Configurations, fender, tires, cargo cover. Price $98,000. Capacity is 56,400 liters. Dolly is a cramp dolly 10L. And the price of that is $9,000, and you can configure the fender and the tires on that as well. So that's the Bergman HT65 pack by Agrar Modding. Moving right along, we have the trailer scissors, again by Rel Christie 1 VSR Modding Sir. 6.42 megabytes to download and install. This is going to take up 8 slots. Large capacity trailer, various storage options and color changes. This is an interesting one, guys. We have cover change, main color configuration, secondary color settings, room color configuration, vinyl selection, price $68,000, capacity 42,000 liters, or an unreal 300,000 liters. This is actually pretty cool. The vinyls, there's various countries. There's America, Germany, Spain, England, I believe, to name a few. It's actually a pretty nifty little mod. That's the Trailer Scissors by Rel Christie 1 VSR Modding Sir. And for the farmer who enjoys smaller farming, we have the handcrafted vibration cultivator by Farmer Boy. 2.07 megabytes to download and install. This is going to take up 3 slots. $2,300. Max working speed is 13 miles per hour. Required power is 70 horse, and the working width is 3.5 meters. That's the handcrafted vibration cultivator by Farmer Boy. Next up is the Universal Header Trailer Pack by JMZ. This is going to be 2.18 megabytes to download and install. So the 6-meter version is going to take up 4 slots. The 5-meter version will take up 3 slots. The longer version is $1,000. Length adjustable for 6-meter plus headers, choice of colors. Shorter version $850. Headers up to 5 meters, choice of colors. That's the Universal Header Trailer Pack by JMZ. Here we have the Quad Transport by Serial Modding 88. 3.14 megabytes to download and install. So what we have here is kind of like a front loader kind of platform trailer. That's going to take up 2 slots, and the actual trailer is going to take up 3 slots. As it says, 3-point platform for transport of quads, variable width and length, $1,200, configurable color, $100, and the quad trailer price is $1,000. That's the Quad Transport by Serial Modding 88. Here we have the Brussels Inlaid High-Tip Shovel Pack by Vertex Design, 6.26 megabytes to download and install. These are going to take up 2 slots. Capacity, we have for the L67, 1,900 to 2,730 liters. Prices between $7,625 and $8,400. The L71 capacity is 4,600 to 6,210 liters, and the price is $10,995 to $12,280. This is the Brussels Inlaid High-Tip Shovel Pack by Vertex Design. Moving on, we have the Lizard 240-275 SL front loaders by Farmary 99, 9.50 megabytes to download and install. So we have here our front loaders that they are all going to take up 3 slots, and I think there's like 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, there's actually 7, and all 7 of them take up the same slot count. They all take up 3 slots. So the price ranges between $5,800 and $8,200. Needed power and horsepower: the 240, 245, 60 horse, 250 and 255, 70 horse, 260 and 265, 80 horse, and 275, 120 horse. Configurable connection hoses and angle display. Please note, these will attach to any available console, but for optimal use, please download and install a specific console for these available as prefab. That's the Lizard 240-275 SL front loaders by Farmary 99. Next up is the self-made bale fork by Maxter, 2.51 megabytes to download and install. This is going to take up 1 slot. Functions: front loader, teleloader, and 3-point linkage, normal bale fork, and dynamic mount version. Attached bales with button, forks without collision. Forks without collision, that's a pretty nice one. I don't think it's a necessity as much with bales as it is pallets, but it's still a very nice feature to have. Configurable number of bale tines, configurable support for transporting multiple square bales, configurable choice of colors. That's the self-made bale fork by Maxter. Next up, we have the Shima Weight Pack by Vertex Design, 4.20 megabytes to download and install. So all of these weights are going to take up 1 slot, except for the 2,000 kilogram weight. That's going to take up 2 slots. So the 500 kilogram, $1,200, the 850, $1,900, the 1,200 kilogram is going to be $1,000, and the front weight, 2,000 kilogram, has a trailer attachment, configurable 3-point linkage, configurable up to 2,000 kilograms, and the price will be $2,000. That's the Shima Weight Pack by Vertex Design. Next up, we have the SMB Silage Silo Pack by KO3Y, 1.94 megabytes to download and install. These are all going to take up 2 slots, and they're, they're silage bunkers. What more can you say? And by the same modder, we have the Medium Bunker Silo. KO3Y is the author, 2.25 megabytes to download and install. This is going to take up 3 slots, $25,000, $5 a day. And it's just, it's one medium bunker silo. I do like how they put the tires on the top of it, though. That's pretty cool. Alright, so here we have the Shed with Hydraulic Control by DD Mod Passion. 0.66 megabytes to download and install. And guys, if you're looking for more room on your farm, I would totally recommend getting this. This is going to take up 5 slots. It's a shed with hydraulic control of the position of the floors. Price is $24,000, maintenance at $20 a day. So basically, it's 2 levels, and it's on hydraulics. So when you stand in front of it and press the circle, I believe, the floor moves down, so you can access the upper level, and then it'll rise back up. So I mean, how cool is that for space? That's the Shed with Hydraulic Control by DD Mod Passion. This one here, this is an interesting one. This is Outhouse by Omatana. And Omatana, they usually make some pretty interesting things, and this is not any different. 1.40 megabytes to download and install. This is going to take up 5 slots, and this produces manure and liquid manure depending on the input. Production input, optional, straw, wood chips, water. Slots on console, it says 2. But when I went in there, it said 5. So I don't know. But anyway, guys, you're going to actually find this under the production tab. And it's under factories all the way at the end. It's pretty interesting to say the least. That's the Outhouse by Omatana. Alright guys, so here's the big bags as default by Rester R3 Modding. 0.02 megabytes to download and install. So basically, this is a pretty interesting one. Do you like big bags, or are you used to using them in your games? With this mod, you will no longer have to regret that when you unload your seed or fertilizers and lose your precious big bags of favorite pallets. Now when unloading seeds, fertilizer, lime, salt, or pig food, by default big bags will be used. This will affect all the vehicles and even factories that do not specify otherwise. Enjoy your big bags and forget about handling annoying pallets. This is interesting because, I mean, I could be wrong, but this kind of feels like they're getting into script territory. Obviously they're not, because you can't mess with scripts on console, but I mean, yeah, it sure feels like it. So that's the big bags as default by Rester R3 Modding. Alright guys, so I bet you thought I forgot about this one, but I did not. I was just saving it towards the last because there's a lot to talk about with this one. This is the Dry Corn Add-on by Fusion Simulations. This is going to be 27.19 megabytes to download and install. And this here is quite special because this is something that we have never had on console at all. And I believe this is one of those ones that we were always told that we could never have anything like this because this was a script. I don't know what's changed. I have no idea. But we have the Dry Corn add-on now. So the silo, you got to get a special silo. That's going to take up 19 slots. Then there's a supermarket where you can sell your corn. That's going to take up 13 slots. Then you have propane tanks. You have a single propane tank, which is going to take up 11 slots. You have the dual propane tank, which is going to take up 14 slots. And then you have a horizontal propane tank, which takes up 6 slots. Now, I will say this. I don't think any of the base game tanks are going to hold propane. So that's a problem. So let's take a look at this. A successful corn harvest isn't complete without the ability to dry the corn for use in downstream products, in addition to selling for a higher price. The Dry Corn add-on adds a corn dryer, propane for fueling the dryer, and appropriate storage and purchase containers, as well as dry corn sell point. So for PC players, we're not going to worry about that because this is a PC. So we have large corn dryer. Large corn dryer silo, $150,000. Daily upkeep is $200. Required input for dried corn and propane. Input capacity 3 million liters of corn. Output capacity 1.5 million liters of dried corn. Daily upkeep is 150. What is 200 for the upkeep? I'm not sure. Category productions. Propane tank. $10,000. Daily upkeep is 50. Capacity 10,000 liters. Fill types propane and methane. Category container. Product can be purchased or unloaded to. Identify the product being stored by adjusting tank decals between propane and methane. Change tank decals by standing at the exclamation mark and holding the next decal for roughly 2 seconds. Okay, so those are all the same. So we have the dual propane tank is going to cost $17,500 to hold 20,000 liters. Then we have the wait a minute, the dual propane tank, 17,500, 20,000 liters. Propane tank, dual propane tank, horizontal storage tank. Okay, so it worded that kind of differently. $25,000. That's going to take 40,000 liters. And that says the same thing about next decal. Supermarket with dried corn prices $65,000. Future improvements will include additional dried corn usages. Very interesting. It's going to be interesting to see how map makers will utilize this for their maps. And again, I would like to see them do some kind of mod for a special propane tanker. I'm gonna have to check that out because I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to see if the modded ones that accept methane will accept the propane. They should. That's what I'm thinking anyway. So that's the dried corn add-on by Fusion Simulations. Alright guys, so we can't have mods without mod updates. So the first one is the Precision Farming DLC. Fix issues with visual effects on sprayers without spot spraying. No more crop sensor night warning when AI is active. Fixed issues with nitrogen map while selling fields. Fixed sowing machine usage and liquid fertilizer price and economical analysis. Fixed turn light on Kaute PTR. Added 24-meter boom configuration for John Deere R732i sprayer. Chainsaw Valley got an update. Updated object mask on rocks on water to reflect. Move the chainsaw collectible at Farmer's Market to make visible. Updated custom collectible languages. Piney Run got an update. Fixed starting equipment on new farmer mode. Added new water trigger at Upper Pond. Replaced some trees known to have issues. The Kubota equipment pack got an update. DMC 733-2T power adjustment. The DMC 63100T power adjustment and minor weight reduction. Fast bale got speed adjustments. The New Holland T7 series mod prepared for Precision Farming DLC. The seat color now changes with Fiat Agri option. Black option added. Wheel options re-edited. Minor bug fixed. Massey Ferguson 5400 series. Inside camera channels fixed. Nokian tire error fixed. The desk version increased. Wiper sounds added. Passenger support requires Kubota DLC added. The Duport PTW 12500 updated mod desk version. Added NIR sensor. Precision farming is required. Fixed trigger position. The low cost silos updated mod desk version and the storage radius has been reduced. The Max Superliner X passenger seat support requires Kubota DLC. Rear hitch, adjustable fifth wheel, fixed gearbox ratios, minor fixes and changes, and I'm also going to say the mudguard is selectable in store. Oh, that is a different changelog. Yeah, I'm going to add that because the Kubota DLC is fairly new, so we'll just throw it in there with it. Okay, guys, so that's it for the mods and the updates today. It was a lengthy one. I'm glad to be back. It feels good to be, doing these again, going through them and checking them out. I hope you all have a fantastic day. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.